Hey everybody, so I hear a lot of talk about people talking about, well, I got this travel trailer and but my next step is a fifth wheel, or my travel trailer is a stepping stone to my fifth wheel. I can't wait to get a fifth wheel. Not us. We actually chose our travel trailer over a fifth wheel. We could actually do either one, and here's 5 good reasons why we did that. So showing you guys some love out there in the travel trailer world. By no means is this a hit piece on fifth wheels. Fifth wheels are awesome. They certainly serve their purpose. I would say they're probably the most popular RV, but they're just not for us, and here's why. All right, I'm going to start with kind of a silly reason. We're going to get this one out of the way. But the first reason that we chose a travel trailer over a fifth wheel is the looks of a travel trailer versus a fifth wheel. The lines on a travel trailer, to us, just to us, in our opinion, they just look a lot better than the lines of a fifth wheel. The fifth wheel kind of looks like a broken travel trailer. Now, I'm completely aware of why they're designed that way. They have to sit over the rear axle, all of those good things, and they're very well designed, all right? But for us, they're hard to look sleek. It's hard to make them look as good as a travel trailer, all right? Our particular travel trailer, the windows seem to line up well. It just flows well. It looks sleek. We just like the looks. And as silly as it sounds, if we're going to want to enjoy something, we want it to look good. So first one is the silly one. The look of the travel trailer, for us, is much better than the look of the fifth wheel. All right, next up, second reason, and this is kind of getting more into the nitty-gritty a little bit. For us, it was the value. So was it a good decision for us to spend 2 or 3 times as much on a fifth wheel as we did our travel trailer? We got a very a really good quality. Our Grand Design Imagine is considered a good quality travel trailer. Well, you can't even start to get into the fifth wheel market until you're looking at spending $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for something with a family of 4. All right. So was it a good decision for us? And I think the value-wise, travel trailers are so much more appealing. You get the same campgrounds, you get the same campfires, you get the same camping experience basically as you do with the fifth wheel, but you do it for 1/3 of the price. Now, am I going to sit here and compare the build quality of fifth wheels to the build quality of a travel trailer? No, I'm not going to try to do that. That's way out of my league. But what I will say is, as weekend warriors like we are, the travel trailer suits us perfectly. I don't feel like we need the super heavy duty build quality of some of those fifth wheels out there if we're just going on, maybe 20 to 30 weekends out of the year. So for us as value, going along with that is I always try to think of worst case scenario. So anytime we make a large purchase like that, we think to ourselves, okay, how easy would it be to resell it? Okay, now all RVs are going to lose their rear ends as far as depreciation is concerned, but there are a lot more people out there who are capable of towing a travel trailer versus a fifth wheel. Okay, you got a lot bigger market, and you got a lot more people able to afford a travel trailer, especially a used travel trailer, versus a fifth wheel. So worst case scenario, if we ever had to sell it, thank goodness we're not anywhere near that right now, thank goodness, but things can change. But if we ever had to resell it, I think going along with that value, it would be easier to resell. So that's a second big reason why we chose a travel trailer over a fifth wheel. Okay, third reason why we chose a travel trailer over a fifth wheel: towability. No, I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend that a travel trailer tows as well or better than a fifth wheel. But what I do think is the travel trailer crowd, the travel trailer manufacturers are closing that gap, okay? I do think that the travel trailers today, say, I don't know, that are less than a few years old, I do think they travel exceptionally well. I think they tow exceptionally well. There are a lot of times we use a Blue Ox weight distribution hitch, and there are a lot of times where I really forget it's back there. I have to, keep reminding myself, okay, I'm pulling a 32-foot, 8,000-pound trailer. Be aware of that. Now, as far as maneuvering and sway and all that, you get a little bit of that nowadays still, whereas no fifth wheel, you kind of eliminate most of that. But I think that today's travel trailers from the reputable manufacturers. Okay, you can guess who those are. I think they've closed the gap with fifth wheels as far as how well they tow. I do think today's travel trailers probably do tow better than a 15-year-old fifth wheel. I'd probably believe that. As a matter of fact, I've got two friends now, two close friends, who have traded in their older fifth wheels. I think one was, they were both over 10 years old, but they were less than 20 years old. They weren't super old. They traded their fifth wheels in for travel trailers, and they'll tell you firsthand that their new travel trailer tows better than their older fifth wheel. So it's definitely something to think about when you're getting out there and you hear everyone talking about how well a fifth wheel tows. They do tow well, but travel trailers are closing that gap. So that was the third reason why we chose a travel trailer over a fifth wheel. Okay, number four. Number four is access to the bed of the truck. Now, a lot of people, even fifth wheel owners will tell you this, some fifth wheel owners just really miss the access to the bed of their truck. Basically, the hitch takes up most of the bed, and then even still they have to have room for the thing to maneuver. So you lose a good bit of your truck bed. Now, even better, I have a tonneau cover on my truck, so we even get a little bit more storage that's mostly waterproof under there. So access to the truck bed is a huge deal. That's kind of a common sense one. That's actually a very common for most people. Even fifth wheel owners, like I said, miss that about a travel trailer. So access to the truck bed was really important. Okay, last but not least, for us, a big reason why we chose a travel trailer over a fifth wheel was floor plan. Okay. Just quite frankly, the floor plans that we liked in fifth wheels, those trailers were so much larger than the floor plans that we liked in travel trailers. So we wanted a bunkhouse. We knew we didn't want to make up a bed every single night while we were camping. So we knew we wanted a bunkhouse. Most fifth wheel bunkhouses are like 36, 38 feet long or more. Okay. And they're extremely heavy. Once you get that size, you're looking at getting into at least a 1-ton truck. So we didn't want to do any of that. We don't particularly like the floor plans that come in most of the smaller fifth wheels, just because they're mostly couples campers a lot of times. And so the floor plan that we picked out was a bunkhouse floor plan. You guys have seen it many times on the channel, and we love that floor plan. Now, something else that travel trailers are closing the gap on fifth wheels is storage. So the manufacturers are doing a really good job of finding, and this goes along with the floor plan thing, of finding more storage in these travel trailers. It used to be that the fifth wheels just blew the travel trailers out of the water with storage, but that's not necessarily the case anymore. Ours in particular, our Grand Design, they use a drop frame, so we have a huge pass-through storage in the front. It's massive. It's as big as any fifth wheel pass-through storage. And we really, I never thought we'd fill it up, but we did. And if you've seen the tour of our camper, you'll notice that Brooke loves all the storage that we have inside of the RV. They've just done a great job of not wasting any space. So storage was really important. Floor plan was really important. It kind of goes hand in hand, but that was important to us. That's our fifth and final reason. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Wanted to prop you guys up out there in the travel trailer world that maybe aren't so content with your travel trailer. Hey man, enjoy it. There are certainly pros and cons to both. There's no doubt about that. Also, thank you so much. Our subscriber count has really jumped in the last few days. We're about a week out from Christmas in 2018, so I know this video runs forever. But yeah, our subscriber count's really taken off. We're over 750 subscribers now. We're really appreciative of that. We're headed towards that coveted 1,000 subscriber mark, which we're kind of excited about. But thank you for that. And if you just subscribed in the last few days, which about 60 of you have, thank you so much. We're glad to have you here. We hope to keep you here, and we'd love for you to comment and make sure to share this with your camping buddies if it's helpful. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Okay, fourth reason that we chose a travel trailer over a fifth wheel. I hope you're not doing anything, taking any shots every time I say that, because you wouldn't be paying attention anymore. That's stupid.